The British are coming. Can robust Ronny Sutton defend the Extreme Arena from foreign invasion? Or will David Dynamo Myall overpower him and Kristen the Wild Woman Weimorts?
Do you have it?
I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena. This is Nickelodeon Guts. Do you have it?
It takes a certain kind of person to get the body working to the level of precision that's needed to be risen to the top. Do you have it? It takes a certain kind of something to keep the heart pumping, something everybody needs to achieve to succeed. You need a lot. Do you have it?
Do you have it?
The next generation where sports in space is a reality. Well, here on Guts, folks, we are training our athletes for the rigors of competition at 0G. They're going to be running horizontally around our new track. Wait till you see this one. Let's go to our referee, Maura Quirk, for the rules. Hey, Mo, how you doing today?
Very well. We have the Allied forces here in the Extreme Arena. Each of our players will race around the 0G track and fastest time wins. On your mark, get set.
All right, so up first will be Ronny. Now, folks, as you see Ronny trying to make his way horizontally around the transformer tubes, he goes into the black hole and right over our force field hurdles. Does a little face plant, but is not afraid to continue to make his way. Here he comes around the edge of nothing, and then one more trip down the track to the finish line. Now, folks, we have our players in this event lie horizontally for 10 minutes to reorient their bodies so they can prepare themselves for this event. As you see Ronny having some trouble over our second force field hurdle, but he comes across the finish line, and this is an extremely difficult event, folks. Let's go to Mo and find out Ronny's time. Mo.
Ronny clocked in at 27.5 seconds, Mike.
There are so many things to think about. First of all, thinking horizontally, then jumping out and staying centered. And you saw Ronny as he jumped out, but he wasn't staying centered enough as he came over the force field hurdle. That's why he did the little face plant, but you can see he's still up and raring to go. He's ready to compete all day long. Setting up next, we will have David. David is in red, and David has come all the way from England to see if he can take home a glowing piece of our crag. Looks like he's ready at our starting line.
On your mark, get set.
Okay, folks, so a hanging chase through space. That's what it is. Chasing the best time. Chasing 300 points. Chasing a first-place finish. This guy at the edge of nothing is coming up with something, and it looks to be a first-place finish as he comes flying across the finish line. This guy is not here to fool around and play games. He's here to win, and what an unbelievable time for David. Let's go to Mo and check out his official time. Mo.
David clocked in at 15.1 seconds, Mike.
I'm telling you, man, this guy, talk about flying. You see how he goes over the force field hurdle and then he regains his balance with his hands, his feet, anything to come across. You see our stunt spotters waiting for him. He didn't even need those guys. He was all alone at the finish line with a fantastic time, and it looks like right now Kristen is ready.
On your mark, get set.
Kristen's nickname is the Wild Woman. We'll see what kind of force she can get going here. So, as you can see there, she's running horizontally right there, but, having a little trouble staying centered right there. She's having trouble in space, hanging. She's going to have to regain her balance, and again, not lean forward or back. Now, you see she's trying to stand up a little bit. She's going to have to shift her weight to her lower shoulder. As she comes out to the edge of nothing, she's still going for second place time, and she seems to regain her momentum. Now, remember, Ronny's was about at 26, 27 seconds as she comes across the finish line. We will go to Mo and find out her official time. Mo.
Kristen clocked in at 28.3 seconds. So that puts David in first place, Ronny in second place, and Kristen in third place.
Take a look right here as she comes out across the edge of nothing, and she had twisted her harness in her rig in the way that she was holding it right there. That slowed her down, and she was only tenths of a second off of Ronny's time, but that would give her a third place finish. Still, our players are smiling and a little bit exhausted after that event, understandably. Let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Well, Mike, first place in our events is worth 300 points. That goes to David in red. In second place with 200 points, Ronny in blue. In third place with 100 points, Kristen in purple.
It is only our first event. Mo, let's talk about our event lineup.
Well, first up today was the Space Race 0G, and next is the international event, Rugby. We'll kick off our second half with the Base Path Obstacle Course Extreme Baseball, and then it's time for a Slam Fest with Slam-A-Jama. And as always, the MegaCrag is last. Mike.
And the person who goes home with the most points goes home with a piece of our crag and the Guts gold. I can't imagine trying to do everything like this sideways. Anyways, it's time for Ronny to spill his guts.
Hi, I'm Robust Ronny. I like to play basketball, football, run, and climb. When I get older, I hope to become a professional basketball player for the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, Guts is going international. That's right. Rugby has come to the Extreme Arena. It's scrum time, and I'm down here with David. David, you ready to play a little rugby here?
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. He's ready. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, at the sound of my whistle, our players will have 45 seconds to score as many goals as possible. The player who scores the most wins. On your mark, get set.
All right, and so our players scrambling after those balls right there. And you can see they're got to really power themselves as Kristen scores one in personal. There's Ronny going after another one. Now, quick decision-making, folks, is necessary in this event. You've got a split second to decide whether to throw the ball into your bucket or run it back. And right there, Kristen trying to get low and get another couple of them. She's getting, you can see, as the other players have moved one way, they will pull her and push the opposing players in an opposite way. There's David with two more. There's Kristen with two. 12 seconds left. Reaction time, extremely important. The power. You see David just driving all the way out there. Another conversion. Look at them. Look at as Ronny puts in three. David going back and powering his way. There's Kristen with two. All of our players doing good work right here. So you could see scrambling for a couple extra ones was Kristen and Ronny at the end there. David was just using his leg strength to continue to power out to the middle, pick up a couple and bring them back. We'll go to Mo and check out our results. Mo.
In first place was Ronny, scoring 11 goals. In second place, David scoring 10. In third place, Kristen scoring 9.
All right, so check out the replay right here as Kristen going for two, falling down and picking them up and putting them in for the conversion. 1, 2, all of our players doing great work on that event. And we got Kristen down here. Can you describe what was the toughest part of that event?
To stretch out and reach the middle because the balls are flying everywhere.
But she did great work. She's a little bit out of breath. We're going to go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Well, now Ronny in blue and David in red are tied with 500 points each. And in third place is Kristen with 200 points.
Okay, folks, great event. Shows our players know what they're doing down here. Very close. You come back for the Mike and Mo halftime show. Welcome back to Guts, folks. It's the Mike and Mo halftime show, and I'm Mike and she's Mo, and right over here we've got David, who's come all the way from Great Britain to compete here on Guts. Welcome.
All right.
Hello, David. David, why did you try out for Guts?
For the achievement, mainly for the fun and laughs, really.
And we usually ask our players what Guts equals to them. What would you say Guts equals to you?
Achievement.
All right, achievement, and certainly doing all right now. He's tied for first place. I know you guys got to get back down the field for our next event. So we will... Actually, Mo will escort. He'll go by himself, and she'll go that way, too. We're going to find out a little bit more about David right now. It's Spill Your Guts.
Hi, my name's David Myall. I like playing football and basketball and going out with my friends to the cinema and inline skating. I'd like to say a big hi to my nan and granddad. Hi.
Trying for an inside the park home run has never been tougher. It's extreme baseball, and our players, they're going to be on the base pass today. Elevated base pass. Let's check out what they're going to be doing. The Ken Griffey Jr. swing all the way over. That's Roman getting high. He's giving you an example. Down the fire pole, into the elastic jungle, up the column, and down the slide. You still got to go to third base. That's right, folks. Up the cargo net, up there, and then down into the airback. You got to be waved on to home. You're going up the wall, down into the slide for home. Mo.
Our players are timed from the batter's box to home plate. They must complete each obstacle before moving on to the next one. Best time wins. On your mark, get set.
All right, and so Ronny is up first. Deep drive. It's way back as Ronny trying to make it through extreme baseball's base pass. He's running into the elastic jungle. I'll tell you, it's just no dirt base path to run, folks. We make it more difficult here on Guts, and you can see the obstacles our players need to negotiate are extremely difficult. Trying to find the footholds in that column to get up to second base. And the outfielders are chasing down the ball. It's rolling. It's back in the corner. Caroming off of players. The center fielder is tripped on the ball. Looks like he busted his ankle. The left fielder's trying to chase it down. Center fielder's clutching his leg as Ronny continues to run. He's at the airbag. He's going home. Our left fielder throws it to the shortstop. He hits the shortstop. Here's the throw. The shortstop turning, pivoting, throwing to home. Here's the throw. Here's the play at the plate. The tag. Shake. Yeah. Let's go to Mo and check out our official time. Mo.
Ronny clocked in at 55.5 seconds.
All right, so Ronny, as I said, tied for the lead right now with David. That will be the time to beat. David's up next.
On your mark, get set.
Deep drive for David. David talked about Guts equaling achievement right now. He likes to go to the movies, but no time for flicks right now. You got to have the guts to get through this elastic jungle, and you see him putting his head down. He's getting tangled in the elastic jungle. Looking for open space. He's just making his own. As he gets into our elevated second base, he tries to make his way up the column. Now, David got a very quick start, which is keeping up his confidence, setting the fast pace right now. But remember, folks, speed is the most important because the fastest time wins right here in extreme baseball. Great agility for David. Look at the hustle and determination on this man's face. You know, he said he came here for a few laughs. He came home to take a piece of the crag with him. He left home to take home a piece of the crag, and great time right there. If that's official, he's down the lead. Let's go to Mo. Mo.
Yes, Mike. David clocked in with 41.1 seconds.
David, now the leader. There won't be a tie at the end of this event, and Kristen's up next.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so let's see what Kristen can do right here. She's got a very good start. Down the fire pole, into the elastic jungle. This is where our other players had trouble. She also is deciding to go a little bit low, looking for the open space. You must keep your arms and legs pumping and moving. But she makes it through the elastic jungle in great time right now, folks. Up the elevated column, the time to beat you see, 41.1. Good agility as she gets up to our elevated second base. This is where our players often have trouble. But once she gets up there, she's going to have to put the fire jets on and roll out of that and continue up the cargo net. She's got 10 seconds if she wants first place points. As she makes it up the cargo net, slight hesitation right there. She's into the airbag. Rolling out. She has right now, if she wants second place points, she's got about 13 seconds. Up the wall, good strength. Here's the throw. Here's the play at the plate. Here's Kristen. She's in. Let's go to Mo for the official time. Mo.
Kristen clocked in at 48.4 seconds. That puts David in first place, Kristen in second place, and Ronny in third place.
Okay, great work right here. We take a look at the replay. As you see the placings, David in first, then Kristen. Here was our winner. This guy was completely determined. Right in the airbag. He wasn't going to relax in that thing. He was right out of it and up the wall. Watch how he flies up the wall. That is David, the Dynamo, they call him, doing great work. And then we take a look at Ronny. Now, he was setting the pace. You see him also going into the airbag. Good form right here. A slight hesitation right there as he turned to the right. He thought that was the way to go out, lost precious seconds, and then had trouble. He's on his knees right there coming out of it. And our players at the end of that event are waiting for the leaderboard. Let's go to Mo. Mo.
Now David has 800 points. In second place is Ronny with 600 points. In third place, Kristen with 400 points.
Oh, man, I can't even fight through this jungle myself. All right now, once again, it is time for Spill Your Guts.
Hi, I'm Kristen, the Wild Woman Weimorts. I'm involved in cheerleading and gymnastics, and I love track. I'm very excited to be on Guts because I'm wild and loud, and now I have the opportunity to show the world.
How does it feel to play above the rim, to come eye to eye with Charles Barkley and slam it right in his face to Slam-A-Jama? Well, our players are going to be thunder dunking on this next event right here. They're going to be going with an elastic cord on their back and dunking right on that rim. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo!
At the sound of my whistle, each player will have 30 seconds to try and slam dunk as many basketballs as possible, while the other two players try to reject their shot. The player with the most baskets wins. On your mark, Ronny, get set.
All right, and so going up first will be Ronny in blue, and he completely fakes out our first two players with the thunder dunk right there. Back up to the bridge to get another one. The timing right there as he faked out our other players, and still with their defensive reflexes going up for the second one, he powered it with quick hands right through the rim. He goes for another one. That one's blocked. So right now he has 10 seconds left. He has time to score a couple more hoops if he can hustle. Going up strong on that one. The block. David just wiping that out of the rim area. No chance to score. Right at the buzzer. Going up again. I don't know if that one will count right there. We'll go to Mo and get the official result. Mo.
Ronny scored 3 baskets, Mike.
All right, so indeed, that last one at the buzzer counted. So 3. Now the score to beat, and David looks like he's ready.
On your mark, get set.
All right, David goes into this event in the lead with 800 points. He goes right up strong with the first one. Good quick hands, and he's got the reflexes to get himself right back up with great leaping ability. A little bit of trouble right there. He caught the basketball on the rim and having trouble getting back up to the aerial bridge. He is losing precious seconds right now. So back up there. Let's see if he can score another 2 hoops. There's 2. He has 8 seconds to go for the tie. You see him hustling right back up there. There, he's tied the score. He has 3 seconds to win this event or take the lead at least. And right there at the buzzer, this man was determined right here, and I believe he just took the lead. This guy never say die for David. Let's go to Mo and get the results.
Yes, David scored 4 baskets.
All right, so even after losing precious seconds, he is now our leader. But yet to go will be Kristen. We'll see what she can do.
On your mark, get set.
All right, folks, so many things to think about in this event as Kristen goes up strong with the first one. She's right back with great leaping ability back up to the aerial bridge. Another one. She's got fantastic form timing. She's faking out our other 2 players. There she goes up strong for a third. She's in the lead. She has 14 seconds to tie. I'm sorry, she's 1 behind right now. Oh, and missing. She has 9 seconds to tie. 9 seconds to tie and take the lead. She needs to score 2 baskets to be in the lead. She's got 4 seconds to win this event. 2 seconds left. Here at the buzzer. Will it count? Oh! So putting one right in at the buzzer. We will go to Mo and find out if she won that event. Great work for her on that. Let's go to Mo.
Yes, Mike, baskets count if the player has bounced on the ground before the buzzer goes. So Kristen scored 5 baskets, takes first place. David is in second place, and Ronny is in third place.
This is what Guts is about, never giving up. And Kristen going right up for the final score, right there, right over David. Thunder dunk, 300 points. Extreme Arena goes crazy. Our players did a great job. And let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Well, now David is in the lead with 1,000 points and tied in second place with 700 points each. Ronny in blue and Kristen in purple.
Oh, yeah, folks. We far from finish this thing up. Get rid of that. We're going to the crag. You stick around. We'll be back. Welcome back to Guts, folks, and today it's our international competition. We got the MegaCrag coming up right now. Let's take a look at our score. Mo.
After 4 events, David in red is in the lead with 1,000 points and tied in second place with 700 points each. Ronny in blue and Kristen in purple.
So that's a look at where they stand now. Let's take a look at some highlights to see how they got there. You take a look right here at Kristen at the edge of nothing in our first event, 0G. She regained her speed right here, but it was all David. That's right. This guy just running out. I'll tell you, force of humanity, superpower as he went across. We go right here into our rugby conversion right there, and look at holding on to 3 of the balls at once and dumping them all in was Ronny. He took first place in that event. Then we go into our extreme baseball. Nice swing right there. Good agility. Good speed by all of our players in this event. Take a look right here as David attacks that final rope climb and into the plate. He took first place in that event. And then coming back in our last event before the crag, it was Slam-A-Jama. Ronny, he went high with some nice baskets. David went high with baskets also. But Kristen, at the buzzer, she slam dunked 1-2, and she took first place. Just goes to show you just how close our competition has been today, folks. All of our players taking at least one first-place finish, and the competition's about to get even hotter. That's right, the Crag is hot right now, folks. It's so hot, it's taking on a new molten color. Now it's mega. Mega large, mega sharp, and mega challenging. From its very core, the shard zone has erupted into a tangled mass of petrified lava. And as our players try to make their way up that maze and lock in on the final actuator first, they will now encounter stone ledge. There it is, a horizontal rock climb trying to prevent our players from locking in on that final actuator. Extreme difficulty as our players climb up this labyrinth, and they will also trigger obstacles like snowstorms, floods, and nuclear flying crystals. And as they stand at the base of that mountain, ready to take on the smoke and the snow, they will hear the sound and fury of a dormant volcano ready to blow. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo!
Players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, our players must light up each of 8 targets located on their side of the crag. The first player to activate all of the targets, including the final one at the peak of the crag, will receive first place points. Mike.
And first place points are extremely high, folks, as you take a look at our players, all thinking about the crag. Third place is 375, second 550, and first 725 points. Who will get to the top of that crag first? Who will take home the guts, gold, and a glowing piece of our awesome rock? Ronny, David, or Kristen? Our players are ready. Let's kick it off, Mo.
Players, on your mark, get set.
And so with that whistle, they begin the climb up of Boulder Canyon. As you see, Ronny having a little bit of trouble right there. That's David as he makes his way to the second actuator. David's in the lead as the snow comes down, the nuclear flying crystals. The mountain is alive, and it's taking on our players, trying to swallow them up as they try to find their way to the top. David looks a little bit confused. He had missed an actuator. He goes back. He's a little bit lost right there as our players try to fight through the shard zone. As you see right there, Kristen going up to the top. It looks like all 3 of our players are going to hit stone ledge at the same time. So you see Ronny right there. It looks like at the top, David's going to be first, taking it all for the UK. And then Kristen and Ronny will lock in third. Let's go to Mo for the official results. Mo.
In first place on the MegaCrag, David in red. In second place, Kristen in purple. In third place, Ronny in blue.
And so you take a look right here, David making his way to the first actuator. Now, our players do not know when those obstacles will be triggered. They do not know when the smoke and snow is just going to blow up in their face. So they've got to continue to make it up as they are surprised. You see how alive that mountain is right now as our players fight their way through. That was the first actuator David had missed. You see him in the middle of our screen. He had hesitated, went back and got another one. And then at the top, he's at stone ledge. He's saying, where's the 725? Where's the guts gold? Where's the guts piece of the rock? I want to take the trophy home to England. And folks, he locked in phenomenal work right there. He went into that event in the lead with 1,000 points. And what a finish for him as he gets up to the top of the crag. Let's go to Mo and check out our final leaderboard standings. Mo.
In third place today, Ronny in blue with 1,075 points. In second place, Kristen in purple, 1,250 points. Our winner today, David in red, 1,725 points.
So the bronze will go to Ronny in blue. The bronze to Ronny. He took a first place finish today and third in our overall competition. The silver will go to Kristen. Kristen coming back strong in our Slam-A-Jama event and then taking home the silver as she got up the top of our crag for 550 points. But the gold will go to David. David will take home the guts gold to Great Britain and show him a glowing piece of our awesome rock. He came across the Atlantic to win, and he did. No ifs, ands, or buts. These kids got guts. Do you have it?
Guts and valor equals bravery equals power. So ask yourself, do you have it?
Guts was recorded in front of a live audience at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida.